friends. A very good afternoon to all of you. Today's subject, present education scenario and the spiritual education as such. It is the education, value education and the strategies and challenges is today's subject. We will cover the introductory part of that, what is value and how the education should be set according to the value basis, and in addition to the value, how the spiritual education is to be added so that the education could be formed in the form of value-based spiritual education, which is the need of the hour today, and the strategies to implement the value-based education, meditation for regulation of mind, and which is the basis for forming the educational system, the challenges with regard to the implementation of this type of education system, and at length the conclusion part of that. With a view to understand the education, we have to move to the past, how the education system was, how the education was imparted in our olden or ancient India. It was the Gurukulam, the Gurukula system of education, which imparted the valuable education, and the education was imparted by rishis and sadhus. Who are rishis? They are Trikala Jnanis. They know the past, present and future, as well as knowing everything that is to be known from the past, present and future. In a sense, they imparted knowledge coming from the past. They imparted knowledge from the present based on their own spiritual experiences, and in a sense imparted knowledge of the future from their own vision of the distant future in which they alone could assess. And this type of educational system was prevalent in India, and at the same time we have to compare the family system, that is the living system of people at those days. It is family system. Joint family system was prevailing. A good deal of care, love and well-being is taken by the elderly family members. The elders used to receive as much care and attention as the very young, and the children were shared by all as a sort of commonwealth and a source of joy, love and happiness. Elders used to tell stories to the younger children, and it was effective to impart values in the concept and ideas of how to live in the present day world, how to improve the wisdom in the children. On the contrary, the present education system, if we look at the present education system, it is more of quite adverse to that, the earlier one. Instead of giving values, it will breed the greed in the person. It will increase the selfishness, more and more selfishness, and in the race to earn money, more and more poverty, lack of sincerity and integrity. All these things are due to the lapses and shortfalls in the correct and the proper educational system and the conceptual understanding. Then why this has become that deteriorated? We have considered the education in line with examination. We have considered that the education is for the fetching of an employment and a good living. We have considered that education should give us empowerment. As against this, what is the real requirement the education should give us? It is emancipation, ennoblement and evolution. It should improve, it should upgrade the man. A child growing to man, and he should cultivate humanity in him. And after being a good human being, he should rise to the divinity. It should have been the motto of education. But unfortunately, we have deviated from the strong and stubborn educational system of our ancient sadhus, Rishi Parampara we used to call it. So how it is a comparatively weaker as compared to the earlier Gurukula Padavasyam, we'll see. The non-existence of Gurukula system of education, as well as it is lack of joint family system also has affected the present educational scenario. It is not only the education system but also the failure in the family system. Joint family system is no more now. We have yielded to the micro family system, husband and wife, children, one or two. Absence of holistic approach to the education and imbalanced growth of knowledge. People have considered gathering of information itself in line with the education. They feel as if collection of getting and more information itself is education. Misdirected educational system, instead of developing a person as a human or human being, it is only directed towards superficial, surface level achievements, material achievements. And the education system is purely designed for making money and not for making man. It only promotes negative qualities like jealousy, hatred, rivalry, instead of virtues like kindness, compassion and honesty. In our Vedas, we consider this jealousy, hatred, rivalry, these are all enemies in a man. And we cultivate the enemies in us by implementing the defective education system. Then what exactly is the true meaning of education? Let's see in next section.